Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, November 20th. This video is going to be brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. Mr. Jokic is up on the screen, 29.5 total points. If you choose over, you get 95 points. If you choose 105, you get... What the fuck am I talking about? If you choose over 29.5 total points, you get 95 points. And if you choose under 29.5 points, you get 105 points. You got Cade Cunningham on the screen. Over under 4.5 total rebounds. If you choose over, you get 110 points. And if you choose under, you get 90 points. You do get a deposit match up to 250 if you use my promo code DFS Chapel, or you can use the link that's in my description. Let's go to DraftKings. We only got an 8-gamer. We're going to try to breeze through this bad boy and get out of here. We're going to start with point guard. Listen, see, I almost said Lonzo, LaMelo. LaMelo's been playing very well. They're going up against Boston. Very good fantasy player. Tough matchup. You can fire his ass up anyway. Curry. I got a bad taste in my mouth about Golden State. 40 minutes, 40 fantasy points for a 10K player. That's an automatic lose. So his first game back off an injury. He's probably gonna be a little bit sluggish or whatever. Curry's a good play, but I just don't like the Warriors. Should be a good matchup against Houston. I don't think you need him on this slate though. We'll see. Dame Dollar 4.2. Him and Giannis is starting to finally mesh. 53 fantasy points. Last 3 games, he's been playing more like himself. So guess what? He's finally playable. Fire his ass up. Fox has been amazing all season. He's in play. Brunson is fine. 8.2. A little bit spicy, but he's in play. Harden. I think the Clippers think because they won one game that they're fucking the Harlem Globetrotters. I doubt it. Should be a decent matchup against San Antonio. 7.8K. I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't think I need Harden on this slate. No, thank you. Cunningham's an okay play. Van Vliet is fine at 7.5. Holiday's always a good play against Charlotte. Chris Paul, maybe he starts, maybe he doesn't. I don't want any parts of it. Not with Curry back. Jordan Poole, maybe the biggest bust. Maybe the biggest bust in history. We all thought he was going to go to Washington. We all thought we were going to be playing Jordan Poole every night. Boy, how we were wrong. This guy's a fucking idiot. Get him the fuck up off my screen. Derek White's in play. Westbrook off the bench. I could take a shot at 6.2. Sohan is very scary, but he's going to start. He's going to play 25, 30 minutes. Whatever. Malik Monk's okay. Gets a little bit of a bump. You know what? I would say he gets a little bit of a bump with no Herder, but wait, they just played Chris Duarte 32 fucking minutes. So what the fuck do I know? Listen, Dyson Daniels and play Jordan Hawkins. You could take a shot. Trey Jones. I'm lying. Tyus Jones, 5.6. I'm not interested. Quickly, you can take a shot. They're starting Ivy now, bringing Bagley. That rotation is all over the place. Rotations in NBA this season is all over the place. Just be very careful playing some of these bench players. Sass is in play, but be careful. Kobe White, Chicago is an awful team. They have no pride. They have no dignity. They start off every game fucking with like 1 point for the quarter. It's fucking disgusting in Chicago. They're going to blow that shit the fuck up. Kyle Lowry, I don't need. Conley, I don't need. Hayes, I could take a shot if he's playing. If he's not playing, pay attention to the starters in Detroit. Trey Jones, if you're desperate, but 5K is kind of spicy. Reggie Jackson, he's playing with a god. How's he going to pay off this? He could pay it off, but, Jokic is doing everything. I don't really need Jackson. Maladon, I played him one time this season. I would never touch him again. Caruso's a good play, but he's injury prone. He's going to the locker room every game. Podziemski, Steve Kerr is keeping his word and giving him minutes, but hey, he's Podziemski, and Curry's playing. If you need value, you can play him, but I don't think you need to do that to yourself. Josh Richardson is in play. Campaign is in play if you need value. Keon Ellis is Keon. Keon Ellis is in play if you need value. Walker Alexander is in play if you need value. Let's go to shooting guard. Ingram, Edwards, George. Ingram and Edwards are in play. George is very risky. You know the situation. Jaylen Brown's in play. Levine is pathetic. He had a couple good games, don't get me wrong, but his team is pathetic. I don't trust Levine. Jalen Green, he's okay, nothing spectacular. Vassell, if he's back, good for him. I'm not interested. Klay Thompson is still overpriced. My man can't hit 30 fantasy points for the life of him. He's washed. It's fucking almost a month into the season. He needs to go. He needs to be on the G League team. Herder will pay attention to that news. Duncan Robinson's in play. Monk. Miller's in play. Burks is in play. Ivy, if he starts again, he's in play. Champagne, you know, I don't play him. He fucking goes off and has like 4 blocks and 3 steals. Then I fucking play him and he forgets how to play basketball. Go figure. I don't need any Quentin Grimes. I don't need no Branham, no Norman Powell, Jason Tate. I don't need none of these guys down here. You feel me? Okay, let's go to small forward. Tatum's in play. Butler's in play. DeRozan, reluctantly, is in play. Keldon Johnson. Ausar Thompson, I like at 7.1. I like him a lot. I might lock his ass in. Gordon Hayward, I don't like, and I'll tell you why in a few seconds. Michael Porter's in play. Herbert Jones is in play. Barrett is fine. Aubrey is in play. All right, Miles Bridges is back. They didn't increase his price yet, and they fucked up. Miles Bridges is too cheap. Lock his ass in. He's going to come off the bench. He's going to play, 27 minutes, 28 minutes? But you know he's over a 1 fantasy point per minute player. We knew that from 2 years ago. Listen, he's playing 33 minutes, 32 minutes, 33 fantasy points, 32 fantasy points. A touch over 1 fantasy point per minute. So ain't nothing changed. Does a little bit of everything. That's what you like. So even if he has a bad shooting day, he's still going to give you rebounds, assists, and blocks. Now, they know that the only way to win is if Miles Bridges is on the court. He's going to get minutes. You're locking in Miles Bridges, and you're telling Chappell thank you. That's all I got to say about that. Wiggins is still a bozo. Brooks, you could take a shot. Jaquez Jr., Coulibaly, Hauser, Kyle Anderson, all in play. All in play. Giannis is back. Welcome back, bitch. Julius Randle is in play. I told y'all that by Christmas, Wemby's going to be a 10K player. He started off 7-something. He's almost at 9. The one night I didn't play Wemby, he had 20 blocks. You fire up Wemby, you don't look back. Zion, before he took a day off to relax, he's been playing better. For the last 2 games, he's been playing better. But at 8.5K, I need more than 38 and 42 fantasy points. I think it's as long as it's Wemby's price close to him, I can't get to Zion because Wemby's just simply better for fantasy. Karl Anthony Towns has been playing better. I'd rather play Karl Anthony Towns than Zion. Kawhi I can't touch. Kawhi doesn't care about. Kawhi doesn't give a fuck. Kawhi doesn't care if he scores 5 points or if he scores 10 points. Fantasy points. Look, the range of outcomes is crazy, but you're paying 8.1K. You pay 8.1K, he gives you 30 fantasy points, you lose your contest. 8.1K, he scores 51, you have a chance. He's going to get the minutes. I guess he's still getting the shots. I guess Kawhi's in play. Kuz, I want to play Kuz so bad, but the way that team is set up, I'm not trying to lose money. But Kuzma's in play if you're playing a lot of lineups. Porzingis, I haven't really played this season. He's been smashing everything. Fire his ass up. PJ Washington rates go to the toilet when Miles Bridges is on the court. I noticed that 2 years ago when Miles Bridges hasn't been playing. PJ Washington is very good. Miles Bridges is bad. PJ Washington is trash. Miles Bridges has been back for the last 2 games. Let's look at his fantasy points. My man's went from 32, 12, 43 fantasy points to 8 and 17. Before the 12, 32, 27, 27, 30, 28, 34, very consistent. Got to give PJ Washington his flowers. But Miles Bridges is back, so you know what? PJ Washington is going back to what he used to be. 33 minutes and 17 fantasy points should be a crime. Let's continue. Aaron Gordon's in play. Bobby Portis is in play. Isaiah Stewart's going to start at center. He's an okay play. Nothing that moves me, but he's an okay play. Jabari Smith. Let's see what his minutes look like tonight against the Lakers. Let's see if he gets his minutes back because Jeff Green's been taking his shine. You feel me? Kuminga, he might start. Is he starting? Kuminga's not starting, but Kuminga's an okay play. Kevin Knox is going to start at 4.7K. You want to take a shot? Take a shot. Najee Marshall, I don't think we need. Nas Reed is okay. I won't be getting to him. And got Jeff Green and Kevin Love if you're absolutely desperate. Let's go to center. Jokic is 12.8 against Detroit. He's going to put up 80 fantasy points. Don't ask me no fucking questions. Find value and play him. Sabonis, Bam, Sengun. I'm off of Vooch. Gobert, Collins, are all in play. Valanciunas, you know the rule. We don't really play him unless Zion is out, and that's still not even a guarantee. 52 fantasy points the last game with no Zion. Okay. Look, he's a good play, but you know they fuck with his minutes sometimes, so you just gotta be a little careful. You gotta be a little cautious. You feel me? Listen, I don't want no parts of Jalen Duren unless he's 100% healthy. Mark Williams against Boston. If you need the value, you can take a shot. Very risky. Brook Lopez, I don't like playing him with Giannis. 5.7K. I mean, I need guys that's going to live in the 30 fantasy points and up. You can't be giving me 22 fantasy points at 5.7K. Look, I'm all about the math. If the math ain't mathing, I don't want them. You know what I'm saying? If you're not giving me 5.5 times value to 6 times value, I'm losing, and I'm not trying to lose. That's all I got to say about that. Zubac, no thank you. Kevin Looney, I can't trust. Mitchell Robinson is a bozo. Gafford is foul prone. Bagley's untrustworthy, and the rest of these guys I can't touch right now. You want to give Mark Williams a little bit of a boost with no Nick Richards? Go on ahead, but they could go small. They're playing who? Boston. They could go small if they want. They could put PJ at the center. But, you know, these centers, these coaches has been doing whatever they want. Rotations have been jacked up this season. Just everything about this season is like the Twilight Zone. So just be careful. Play players that you know and you trust. All right, we're about to go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Helping the channel continue to grow. If you need lineups for NFL, NBA, NHL, MMA, whatever the fuck it is, check out the Patreon link in the description. I can build you your own lineups. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. Let's go to FanDuel. Let's breeze through this son of a bitch and let's get out of here. We all got things to do. All right. So we got Fox at 9.9. He's fine. Ball, great. Lillard a little too cheap. They should They should smash Washington in three quarters. I don't ever play for a blowout run, but with Washington now and in Portland, you got to play for blowout. You shouldn't. You're not supposed to. What I would do if you want to play Milwaukee players, make two lineups. Make a blowout lineup and then make a regular lineup. That's what you got to do. But the rule is don't play for blowouts. Because what happens if you play for a blowout and they keep it close? Guess what? Your lineup is fucked. You feel me? All right, listen. Curry too cheap. Brunson is okay. Van Fleet is fine. Cunningham is fine. Chris Paul, he would have to start again, and that's still listen. Chris Paul is like a little bit. It's like average right now. This is 42. This is his best fantasy night. He started at shooting guard next to Curry. 11 assists. If y'all want to tell that, y'all could tell it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think Chris Paul is a 35 fantasy point a night kind of guy when he gets minutes. If you want to pay 7.2K for 35 fantasy points, have at it. I think him and Harden probably in the same pool now that Westbrook's gone to the bench, but they need to get acclimated. They need to get a little bit more acclimated to themselves. And Harden hasn't been the same for a while now, so I actually probably give Chris Paul the edge if he's going to start. All right, let's continue. Drew Holiday, Westbrook is fine, Green is fine, Derek White if you're desperate, but these Celtic guards are risky. You know why? Sohan, you take a shot. Monk, Dyson Daniels, quickly. Burks. If Jaden Ivey starts, then you can play Burks, no problem. Anthony Edwards is fine. Paul George, Zach LaVine, Brown, Ausar Thompson I like on both sides. Cunningham is fine. Remember Cunningham was a 9K player? Man, boy, how time changes. I don't need Hayward. Hayward's not a bad play, but he's not producing when Miles Bridges back. Listen, look, nothing personal. Basketball wise, fantasy point wise, Miles Bridges is an alpha, and his fantasy points are only going to go up. 5.7K on DraftKings. I'm locking him in. Green, Herbert Jones, Monk, all in play. I refuse to play Klay Thompson for the rest of my life. If Herder doesn't play and they start Duarte again, you see them get 32 minutes, right back at it. Hawkins, I guess DiVincenzo if he starts again, but they'll probably start Quentin. I don't know if Quentin Grimes playing. I don't fucking know. If they start DiVincenzo again, DiVincenzo's in play, but his price went up. A little bit pricey. Podziemski, like I said, if you need value, Dylan Brooks, you could take a shot. Josh Richardson, Terrence Mann in the starting lineup. Campaign if you're absolutely desperate. All right, let's go to small forward. Tatum, fine. Butler is fine. Actually, I like Butler a little bit more, even though he's been playing like shit this season, because Chicago beat them after they had that big lead. I think Jimmy Butler is going to make sure they air him out. So I like Jimmy Butler. Ingram is fine. Kuzma if you must. DeRozan if you're feeling froggy. Thompson, I said that already. I'll say it again. Porter, Keldon Johnson is fine. Miles Bridges is priced appropriately on FanDuel. That's why in DraftKings he's godly. Barrett is fine. Abdi is fine. Keegan Murray. Brandon Miller, you could take a shot. If Charlotte's trying to win, they're going to play Ball, Miller, Bridges together. Even Gordon Hayward if you want like a mini def lineup. But that's just me. Who am I? I don't need Wiggins. Koulibaly. You know what? Wiggins played a little bit better with Curry next to him holding his hand. You want to take a shot on Wiggins? He's only 5'2". You could take a shot. Koulibaly. Kevin Knox starting. Malik Beasley remembered how to play ball. Jaden McDaniels if you're feeling desperate. Harrison Barnes if you're smoking crack. The rest of these guys I can't touch. I'm sorry. Let's go to power forward. Giannis 11, fine. Actually a little cheap. And he's back. Sabonis 10-4. Lock his ass in. Wemby 8.9 looks amazing. Julius Randle's fine. Zion I probably don't need. Aaron Gordon's in play. Zach Collins is in play. Bobby Portis if you're feeling him. PJ Washington if you're not listening to me. Jabari Smith, you could take a shot. I don't think I need Saric at 5.6. I think he's priced to start, and Kevin Looney's starting again, so scratch that. Yeah, not playing anyone down there. Let's go to center. Let's wrap this bad boy up and let's get out of here. Jokic, you got to play. Find a way to play him. Bam is always in play. Bam's been amazing this season. Sengun is in play, 8.3. He's going to be priced up soon, too. Gobert's fine. Gobert doesn't shoot enough for me when I play him, but he's in play. Let's see what's happening with Gobert. I just want to see how many shots he's taking. FanDuel doesn't show his shots, but you could tell by the points. 15, 14, 14, 4, 11, 14, 17, 11, 10. He's fine. Double-digit rebounds. Some blocks. He's all right, I guess. No Jokic for me. Mark Williams, if you're feeling, brave. Mitchell Robinson, if you're feeling crazy. Brook Lopez, if you think it's going to be a spanking, and he's part of that. 5 blocks, 7 rebounds. He hits 5-3. If you think Brook Lopez is going to go off, you can play him. Kevin Looney, you think he has a better game than the last one? And I think that's about it. I'm going to go on and get out of here. Appreciate you guys for watching. Happy Monday or Sunday night or whatever day it is you're watching this shit. Absolutely appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Hope you guys had a profitable weekend. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. Don't forget the thumbs up. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Still running Thanksgiving flash sale, so everything is discounted. So if you really tired of losing and you're ready to run with the winners, holla at your boy. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.